Hello, everyone. I'm going to introduce to you to my new friend or to my friend at school, actually. Say hello to them. I'm shy. Oh no, don't be shy. Just say hello. You can do it. Okay. Hello, everyone. Ask them how they're doing. Kamusta? Kamusta? Good job. Okay. Why are you here in my house? Why is there a mouse in my house? Actually, I came here to take a shower because I was so dirty at school, so I took a shower. Did you enjoy your tub? Oh no, it's not a tub. It's a washing machine. But yes, I had so much fun with my fellow puppets in the washing machine. We went round and round and round. So much bubbles, so much fun. Yay! Well, I'm happy that you had fun. Yeah, it was so much fun. Okay, I need to talk to them now. Could you go and sit with your puppet friends then? All right, I'll see you later. Bye bye. Nice meeting you all. Remember, be nice, be happy. Okay? No fighting. All right, that's enough of your rules. They're not kids, they're adults. They don't need your rules. Adults? Okay, I'm a hide then. I don't like adults. That's a big word, don't like. No, I'm just shy with adults. I like kids better. I'm a go now. Bye bye. Okay, bye bye. See you. Right there. Our conchuot is resting. She wants to go to nap because she had lots of fun playing in the washing machine a while ago. Yeah, I brought home our puppets to get washed. These are puppets at school, lots of them. Um, yeah, they weren't as clean, so I took it to myself to bring them home. But there was another reason behind it. I actually received job rejection yesterday, so I applied for this teacher trainer job in our company, but I wasn't considered. So, yes, who wants to receive a job rejection? No one. But yeah, of course, it's still a rejection. You would still feel invalidated at some point, although, of course, you get to rationalize it as your coping mechanism. You think that it's probably some superficial reasons. Like for me, I thought that, oh, maybe because I'm a Filipino, because we get that a lot here. Like there's not really much preference over Filipinos because the market is saturated with Filipinos and they prefer. Sometimes, most of the time, parents prefer, or the company prefers somebody from or somebody with another nationality. Yeah. So yes, talking about rejection. So and coping about it. I've learned a lot along the process because uh, for the past months before I got this job, I had to apply to different jobs because I was jobless, and so there were lots of rejections, and. One friend was trying to comfort me. It's normal to get rejected. Yes, of course. I know of that. Everybody knows of that. But um, um, uh, it's not the most soothing approach to tell to someone who is going through an emotional moment. And rejection is one of the many emotional baggages I have. Whenever I get rejected, especially in jobs, this feeling of abandonment and rejection just, gets triggered, and I feel deeply, and I shut down, I get task paralysis because of the past memories. So present situation could trigger past memories and past emotions. And you know when I was a child, I used to get rejected a lot because I was different. My friends, I still remember what they called me then. Adati tultuliling na, or somebody was something wrong in her head. Maybe it was manifesting my um, artistic or creative qualities back then when I was young. So I looked like a crazy little girl to them. Yeah, so yes, of course, those hurt me when I was young. And also, rejection when um, I was at school, because I was a rebellious student and my teachers didn't favor me. So I always get lots of rejection from them, especially with my in terms of my attitude, because we know how the setup was before. It was very standardized. You have to meet a certain behavior, a certain academic standard to be able to get accepted, which is so much more different now, because we try to meet the needs of the students, which is a good progress for students. So yes, that was my history of rejection, and that's why also there are people, different people process a particular situation differently. So for me, who has a lot of history of rejection, I process rejection so much more heavier than maybe some of you who had much more accepting childhood, or much more accepting early adolescence, because when those rejections that weren't processed, they spring out, especially when they get triggered. And what we need to do is go back to them and soothe ourselves. So yes, I just told you about one way of a healthy way of coping with rejection, and that's what I've been doing, and that's what's been the lesson, I guess, for the past few months since I've been applying for work. um yeah, I have work now. I'm a teacher, and I wanted to go for a higher position where I could support fellow teachers as well, because I've experience in teaching already. And oh my gosh, should be looking at the camera. And yeah, initially a few months ago, 2 months ago, I I told my boss of my intention to be a senior teacher, but another person took the job who was there longer than me. So yes, um, uh, what I did with that rejection was, when I received the email, was to buy a cake and buy small gifts for my two colleagues who were having a birthday that month. So um, that was my way of, coping with the situation, trying to do something for others, because I know that it will bring me good feelings. And now, what I did when I received that rejection email was to bring home the puppets and have them washed so they're cleaner to use when they are, when they are used by my kids and my fellow teachers. Here's another one. The bear wants to say hi. Okay, you need to go now. Bye bye. See you later. Okay. So, yes, um, yeah, when we get rejected, we habitually self catastrophize. We go to our friends and drink. We vent out, and then we don't get the awareness out of it. We just point fingers without getting without the accountability. We just blame others, or we just blame the world for being unfair, and see ourselves as a victim. And to tell you the truth, I was like this for the longest time, always looking at the world for being unfair and me being the victim. And yes, it was a long process to unlearn that habit of the mind. And also, what are the unhealthy coping mechanisms that we do? We stop doing good things because we didn't get what we want. Why would I do this? It's not my job or something like that. So yes, mindfulness practice teaches you to uh, give, however small that thing is, or however simple that action is, because it feels good, and that's our nature, to be able to support others, to be able to give to others, to be able to be of service, however small, or however hidden what we are doing. I don't expect to have a um, salary raise from washing the puppets anyway. So yeah, I felt better actually after washing the puppets, even after the rejection. Also because I learned of the news. Oh no, I didn't learn of the news. I already knew this, but my brother finished university. He graduated today, and I was seeing his photos with my siblings, and I'm just really happy because um, in a Filipino family, we usually support our younger siblings to go to university, and that's what I did. That's what we did together with my siblings. I was here in Vietnam all the while, and I was supporting him with his tuition fee and his needs, and not only me, of course, my siblings as well. And I was still feeling a little sad about the rejection part. But when I received the news, or when I saw the photos of my brother, everything was washed away. So, those little things that I did for him, or that I did with my siblings, it kind of uplifted me today. It bore the fruit and uplifted me today. So yeah, that made me really joyful and happy. And yes, I hope that this simple washing of puppets, it's going to uh, bear fruit one day, because anything that we do, it's cause and effect. You do bad thing, it will have a result. Or you do something, it will always have a result. And we may not be able to see the result right now, but eventually um, it will accumulate and will have its fruit back to us. And yeah, I actually want to share this story I heard from this monk that I'm following on YouTube. He shared a story about um, that was shared to him by his mom when he was going through a rough time. His mom said that you're going through a rough time because that's your karma, or that's the result of things that you did in the past, maybe in the past life or in the present life, and this is the result right now, and you are harvesting whatever the fruit of your actions in the past, and so that's why you're sad. And the mother, related this to a story of, or a metaphor of, a glass with one fourth filled with water and with salt in it. So the salt, of course, makes the water salty and not drinkable. If it's too much salt, it would taste very bitter. If you've ever tried putting lots of salt into water, it tastes very bitter. And what we do is we stir this water, and it gets salty. It's our mind, it gets salty a lot. Sometimes it settles down, the salt settles down, and it's less salty. But then we stir it again with actions that aren't you know informed by awareness. So what we can do to be able to desaturate the salt water is to keep adding pure water or good deeds. Pure water means good deeds until the cup is full and it's less salty. And when the cup is full, we pour it to a basin. Then we keep adding good deeds, pure water, and when it's full, we put it in a tub. When it's full, we put the water in a swimming pool. The salt is still there. It's still there. The karma is still there, but it's less noticeable as we do good things for others, as we lend our service to others. And I thought that was a very beautiful message that kind of aligns to my job rejection, to my brother's graduation, and to me washing the puppets who is back again. Sorry, I kind of pulled you. I shouldn't have done that. I did a very big mistake. Okay, there you go. Why are you back? You've been talking for a long time already. I think you need to prepare your lesson because I'm gonna get bored in class if you don't prepare your lesson very well. Okay, I heard you. Alright, say goodbye now to everyone. Alright, I'm saying goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Right. Stay mindful.